Technical debt often feels impossible because most static analysis tools tell you everything that is wrong, but not where to start. They create a backlog of anxiety and not a list of priorities. We're doing Technical Debt by Impact, which is powered by Impact Analyst. It solves that problem directly inside the GitLab merge requests. Every time a merge request is opened, the flow finds the methods that are touched by this change and analyzes them for maintainability risks and combines that with repository history. If the change lands in a high churn hotspot, the flow treats that debt as more important, because this is the code your team will keep paying interest on. I first came across this debt hotspot approach through a talk. It is my #1 recommended developer video, and I really recommend checking it out. The speaker wrote a whole paper on tech debt and how to solve it, and Impact Analyst is modeled on the exact approach in this paper. Let me show you how it works. I have a clone of the TRPC repository here, and I prepared 3 merge requests. One changes a clean method. One touches a smelly function in a file that is not changed very often. And then the third one modifies a smelly method in a file that sits in the top 10% of this repository by commit frequency over the last 12 months. I'm going to open the first merge request now. The first time I use the flow, I see the setup notice. Impact Analyst needs the lizard package to analyze the code. So the flow self-heals by opening a setup merge request automatically. I do not need to leave GitLab or debug the environment manually. The generated branch and merge request only contain a single file change. The flow links this article that explains what the dependency is, what the change does, and why we need it. I merged that once, and now the system is ready. When I trigger Impact Analyst now, I get these 3 results side by side. The first merge request is green. The touch code is clean and low risk. This one is ready to go. The second one is yellow. There are maintainability issues, but not in a hotspot. So this is dead to watch, but not the most urgent in this repository. The third one is red. This merge request changes a complex, smelly method in a file that is already one of the most frequently modified in this codebase. That is exactly where technical debt becomes expensive and exactly where reviewers should intervene. That is the value of technical debt by Impact. Instead of flooding teams with static analysis noise, it tells you where the debt actually matters directly in the merge request, with a GitLab native setup flow and a clear traffic light decision. No separate dashboard, no separate triage process, just impact-aware technical debt review where your team already works. Give it a try.